Welcome to this episode of Talking Racehorses. I'm the Horse Reactor, and this episode is on a pretty interesting horse. He's a maiden, and he never won a single race at all. His name is Southern Phantom, and he had many colors all over his body. He had white on his face. Most of his body was brown and bay. He had a little bit of black on the legs, mostly white on the legs, and he had a black tail. Well, the edge of his tail was white, and he had different color eyes, like one brown and one blue. Yeah, he was pretty unique. Anyways, if you guys haven't noticed, the reason why I mentioned he was a maiden is because he never won anything, like, at all in his career. So, I just wanted to do this episode on him because why not? And plus, I figured that he was a racehorse and just get it over with, you know. Anyways, he had 10 starts, no wins, 2/3. And he was at a Keeling November breeding stock sale, and he was sold for $20,000 in 2019. Wow. Thought he was sold for less than that. I didn't really think that anybody would buy him at an auction sale for that much. Because, you know, he didn't win anything, like, at all in his career. I did see him a few times in his career, though. But those races that I saw him in, he didn't win anything. Not once in his career. He almost did one race down at Saratoga, and I believe it was the second start of his career. But he ended up coming in third due to that. I mean, like, ignore what I just said for a second. But, yeah, he ended up coming in third to another horse. I don't remember what that horse's name was. But, anyways, owned by Danny R. Cadwell, trained by Danny R. Cadwell, bred in Kentucky by Southern Equine Stables, LLC. Who knows, maybe that's the reason why they named him Southern Phantom, or probably due to his big white face that he has. Not body shaming the horse or anything, or making fun of him, but I'm just putting that out there. And also, in his debut, he ran at Saratoga. Also ran at Saratoga at 5.5 furlongs, but he lost. He came in 5th. A horse named Nitrous. I believe I said the name right. He lost to that one. In his second start, I do remember seeing him. And actually, this was the race I just, thought of. And he came in 3rd behind Unionizer and Johnny's Bobby. That was also at Saratoga, but at 7 furlongs. On September 3rd of 2018, another Saratoga race, 6 furlongs, and came in 5th again. The winner of that race was Complexity. He finished 5th a few times and 10th twice in his career, 6th once, 2/3, 2/10, and 1/7. That doesn't mean he won 7th place. That means he got 7th place once. Also, he has a Preakness and Belmont Stakes winner and a Kentucky Derby winner in his pedigree. That's Bernardini, who won the Preakness in 2006. Empire Maker won the Derby in 2003, my bad. And Unbridled, who I believe won the 1990 Kentucky Derby. Also, he had a Kentucky Derby contender in his pedigree, and that's Bodemeister. Bodemeister is his father. So, yeah. And he's by Bodemeister out of Out for Revenge. Never heard of that horse, to be honest. Born in 2016, raced from 2018 to 2020, so didn't have that much of a good career. Plus, it was a short one anyways, because he didn't win anything. And another thing is that in his career, he earned $30,704. That's all on the racetrack. But that's because he didn't win anything. Well, who knows? You can't win a lot of races all the time. And also, that's because, I just want to say this, I know this episode started out with a picture of the horse before the intro. That's because he never won anything. So, just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. And another thing is that a lot of people saw him in the paddock, and he was a crowd pleaser at Saratoga in his first race. But I don't know if he was the favorite for that race. I highly doubt he was. And one more thing before I end this episode is that he would never have made the Triple Crown if he never won any single races in his career, at all. He would never have won or never have competed in the Triple Crown series or make the road to the Triple Crown. Like the prep races. Yeah, he would never have made those. Anyways, that's a wrap on this episode of Talking Racehorses. Bye.